Everybody loves building an apocalypse gun list. The problem is most of those lists are built around fantasy instead of reality. People grab the biggest rifle they can find, stock a few magazines, and call it good. Then they forget about ammunition weight, spare parts, food gathering, maintenance, and long-term logistics. In a real collapse, the winner isn't the guy carrying the most firepower. It's the person who can still feed their firearms 6 months after the last gun store closes. Ammo availability, parts commonality, mechanical reliability. Those are the things that keep you alive when supply chains disappear. Today, we're counting down 10 firearms that actually make sense in a survival scenario. And trust me, the top 2 choices are going to start some arguments. Let's get into it. Starting at number 10 is the Henry U.S. Survival AR-7. Originally inspired by Eugene Stoner's AR-5 survival rifle, this platform was designed around a very specific problem: keeping a downed pilot alive with minimal equipment. The modern Henry version remains incredibly compact. The barrel, receiver, and 2 8-round magazines store completely inside the waterproof stock. Packed away, the entire package measures roughly 16.5 inches and weighs about 3.5 pounds. One of its most unique features is flotation. Whether assembled or packed inside the stock, the rifle floats. Mechanically, it's a simple blowback-operated 22 long rifle semi-auto built around an aluminum receiver and corrosion-resistant barrel. Reliability has improved significantly over earlier versions. The downside is performance. The sights are basic, accuracy is acceptable rather than exceptional, and it's still chambered in 22 long rifle. It excels at harvesting small game, but it's not a serious defensive tool against large predators or armed threats. At roughly $300 to $350, it's an excellent backup survival rifle, but not something I'd want as my only firearm. At number 9 sits the Steyr Scout chambered in .308 Winchester. Jeff Cooper spent years refining the Scout rifle concept, and the Steyr Scout remains one of the purest examples ever built. The rifle features a 19-inch cold hammer forward barrel, forward-mounted optic rail, integrated bipod, backup ghost ring sights, and a clever dual magazine system with a spare magazine stored directly in the stock. Chambered in .308 Winchester or 7.62 NATO, it offers enough power for virtually any game animal in North America while remaining compact and portable. For a lone hunter or survivalist, the Scout is exceptionally capable. It's lightweight, accurate, and extremely versatile. Its limitation comes down to rate of fire. It's still a bolt-action rifle. When multiple problems appear simultaneously, the manual action becomes a disadvantage compared to repeating semi-automatic platforms. With pricing generally ranging from $1,700 to over $2,000, it's also a premium investment. Number 8 belongs to the Chinese Type 56 SKS. Designed by Sergei Simonov during World War II, the SKS bridged the gap between traditional battle rifles and the assault rifles that followed. The Chinese Type 56 variant became one of the most common SKS models imported into the United States. Chambered in 7.62 by 39, it uses a piston-driven semi-automatic action and a fixed 10-round magazine loaded via stripper clips. One major advantage is that you can't lose the magazine because it's permanently attached. As long as you have loose ammunition or stripper clips, the rifle remains functional. The action is rugged, simple, and remarkably tolerant of dirt, fouling, and poor maintenance. Most Chinese rifles include an attached folding spike bayonet, providing an additional capability many modern rifles lack. Accuracy is often better than people expect, frequently outperforming comparable AK rifles at 100 to 200 yards. Current prices generally range from $600 to $850, making it one of the more affordable military surplus rifles still available. At number 7 is the Springfield M1A Scout Squad. This rifle descends directly from the M14 battle rifle and carries forward many of its strengths. Chambered in .308 Winchester, it uses a gas-operated action with a rotating bolt and an 18-inch barrel for improved handling. The Scout Squad includes a forward optics rail, outstanding iron sights, detachable box magazines, and an effective muzzle brake. Its strengths are obvious. It hits harder than 5.56 rifles, reaches farther than intermediate cartridges, and possesses excellent barrier penetration. The challenge is weight. The rifle is heavy, and that weight becomes increasingly noticeable when you're carrying everything you own. Maintenance is another consideration. The M14 style action generally demands more attention than platforms like the AK or AR, with prices ranging from roughly $1,700 to over $2,000. It's a powerful but specialized choice. Number 6 is the Ruger GP100. At some point during a prolonged crisis, mechanical failures become inevitable. Springs wear out, magazines crack, small parts break. That's where a quality revolver earns its place. Introduced in 1985, the GP100 was built around durability. Ruger's solid frame design eliminates removable side plates and creates one of the strongest medium frame revolvers available. Chambered in .357 Magnum, it also fires .38 Special, giving owners flexibility and ammunition options. Available barrel lengths typically range from 4 to 6 inches. The beauty of the revolver is simplicity. A misfire doesn't require immediate troubleshooting. Pull the trigger again, and a fresh round rotates into place. Used GP100s commonly sell between $650 and $700, while new examples typically range from $800 to $950. At number 5 is the Mossberg 590A1. If there's one shotgun that belongs on a survival list, it's this one. The 590A1 is the only pump-action shotgun to pass the military's rigorous mil-spec testing requirements. It features a heavy-walled barrel, metal trigger guard, metal safety, dual extractors, twin action bars, and an anti-jam elevator. Most models hold 7+1 or 8+1 rounds. What earns this shotgun such a high ranking is ammunition flexibility. Birdshot handles small game and birds. Buckshot provides tremendous defensive capability. Slugs allow the shotgun to hunt large game or stop dangerous predators. Few firearms can switch roles so dramatically by simply changing ammunition. The downsides are ammunition weight, recoil, and limited effective range compared to centerfire rifles. Still, with prices generally between $650 and $850, it's one of the most versatile firearms ever created. The number 4 position belongs to the Glock 19 Gen 5. This might be the least exciting firearm on the list, which is exactly why it's here. The Glock 19 has become one of the most widely used handguns on the planet because it simply works. Its striker-fired system, polymer frame, and straightforward design have made it a favorite among civilians, law enforcement, and military users worldwide. The Gen 5 version improves upon an already successful formula with enhanced ergonomics and a refined barrel design. Its biggest survival advantage is commonality. 9mm ammunition and Glock magazines are among the most common firearm-related items in the United States. Parts availability is unmatched. Maintenance is simple. Reliability is proven. Standard models typically sell between $530 and $600, making it one of the easiest recommendations on the entire list. At number 3 sits the AK platform, specifically represented here by the Zastava M70. If the AR-15 is precision focused, the AK is built around durability and simplicity. The Serbian-made M70 features a thicker receiver, reinforced trunnion, cold hammer-forged chrome-lined barrel, and long-stroke gas piston system. Chambered in 7.62 by 39, it delivers excellent reliability under difficult conditions. The platform's loose tolerances help it function even when filthy. Dirt, carbon buildup, poor lubrication, and harsh weather rarely stop an AK from cycling. The cartridge also hits noticeably harder than 5.56 at closer distances. Current pricing generally ranges from $950 to $1,100. For shooters prioritizing durability and simplicity above everything else, the AK remains difficult to beat. Number 2 belongs to the Ruger 10-22 Takedown. Before anyone complains about a 22 ranking this high, let's focus on reality. Most survival situations revolve around food, not firefights. The 10-22 Takedown is arguably the most efficient food-gathering firearm ever created. It separates into 2 compact sections for easy storage, uses Ruger's famously reliable rotary magazine, and fires the most common rimfire cartridge in America. A person can carry hundreds or even thousands of rounds of 22 long rifle ammunition without being burdened by weight. The rifle is accurate, reliable, easy to maintain, and remarkably adaptable. Its limitation is obvious. 22 long rifle isn't ideal for serious defensive use. But when it comes to quietly and efficiently putting food on the table, few firearms can match it. Most versions sell between $450 and $600. The number 1 survival firearm is the AR-15. This shouldn't be surprising. When you remove nostalgia and focus purely on logistics, adaptability, and long-term sustainability, the AR-15 dominates. The biggest advantage isn't the rifle itself, it's the ecosystem surrounding it. 5.56 NATO ammunition is everywhere. AR magazines are everywhere. Spare parts are everywhere. Knowledge, tools, accessories, and replacement components are available in unmatched quantities. No other centerfire rifle platform comes close in North America. Modern AR-15s from manufacturers like Bravo Company Manufacturing and Daniel Defense are exceptionally reliable, lightweight, accurate, and modular. 2 takedown pins allow users to swap upper receivers quickly, changing barrel lengths, optics setups, and even calibers. Recoil is mild enough for nearly anyone to shoot effectively. Magazine capacity is excellent. Accuracy is more than sufficient for hunting, defense, and general purpose use. Yes, direct impingement systems require maintenance. But the combinations of capability, commonality, and adaptability places the AR-15 firmly at the top of the list. Reliable examples generally start around $1,500 and climb into the $2,000 range for premium rifles. 10 firearms, 10 different strengths. But here's the truth. None of them matter without the person holding them. Training matters more than gear. Fitness matters more than accessories. Decision-making matters more than specifications. A well-trained shooter with a modest rifle will outperform an untrained shooter carrying expensive equipment every single time. If I could only choose 3 firearms from this list, I'd take the AR-15 for defense, the Ruger 10-22 for food gathering, and the Glock 19 because a handgun is often the firearm you'll actually have on you when things go wrong. Now I want to hear your picks. Which 3 firearms are going in your survival battery? Did I get the rankings right? Or would you change them? Drop your choices in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more firearm reviews, preparedness content, and gear analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.